Friends, question for you. Do you struggle with mental clarity, maybe a lack of focus? This time of the year is very busy. There's a lot of transition happening. So, this episode is all around a beautiful oil called Thinker. So, stay tuned. You're listening to the Essential Oil Scoop podcast. We're here to help you confidently using essential oils in your daily life. No fluff, just real talk and practical tips. Each episode brings you education, inspiration, and of course, our scoop of the day. Let's elevate your wellness one drop at a time. Friends, Thinker is the focus blend. Okay, can you see it? Hopefully you can. It's white. It's part of the kids kit, but Sarah and I actually love it a lot. It is
Hmm.
amazing, just like we love Tamer, okay? You don't have to be a child to use Tamer. You do not have to be a child to use Thinker or any of the oils in the kids kit. But today's
Which
focus is right.
I love the kids kit. Like I have a kids, I don't have little children in my house anymore, but I love the kids kit. Like it's so great. By the way, it comes with like this great little how to use with really colorful instructions for each of the different oils and a little keychain type thing. And every oil comes with a cute little carabiner top. So you
Oh
can
yeah.
like attach it onto a backpack or whatever. And there's lots of other oils. We do have a whole episode about the kids kit and the different ones in the kids kit, but like we decided that like Thinker was the best one to talk about for this like just a full episode on Thinker because it needs its own glory. So
It
anyway,
does. Thinker is the focus blend. So think of it, ha ha ha. If you use Intune, if you use Intune, very similar but different at the same time. So Thinker essential oil, y'all get your books, right? You know we're a big proponent of educating ourselves, having the resources. They're always linked in the show notes, so y'all do not have an excuse. Get yourself this resource because the Essential Life book is where it's at. People love the modern essentials, people love the essential life. Sarah and I gravitate to the essential life because it's beautiful, it's easy to follow, it's amazing. So on page 257, okay, before they come out with a new book, which I'm assuming they will next month, maybe, it gives you reasons why you would anchor into this. So, first of all, this is a blend. Okay. So, if you've listened to us for a while, we've done podcast episodes about peppermint, clementine. Have we done clementine? Actually, I say that we haven't. Rosemary, yes, we have, and vetiver. So, those four oils, vetiver, peppermint, clementine, and rosemary, is what makes up this beautiful blend. And it is definitely more citrusy to my nose. Like the aroma is more citrusy than it is earthy,
yeah. Yeah.
right? Would you agree?
Yeah, I pick up the peppermint tone a little bit with
Hmm.
the citrus more than you like pick up
Hmm.
vetiver. So I will tell you my youngest child did not love vetiver as when she was in school and she very much had attention issues. And so I would go in on Thursdays and apply vetiver and um Intune on her. But Intune's a heavier smell to it. It's a little bit heavy, and she did not. She was always so embarrassed by the smell of it. Like she just thought it was more cologne type. Like it smelled more like a man's cologne than something a cute
More
little girl.
masculine aroma.
Yeah, than
I
a
would
little
agree.
girl would use.
Hmm.
And I wish we had had Thinker when she was a child and we were doing this all the time. But her teacher did make a comment that Thursdays were her favorite days of the week because the entire class was calmer. The entire class was more focused. The entire, like, she's like, I don't know what you put on Emily. She's like, I can smell that you put on something on her. She goes, but I will tell you, it is my favorite day of the week because you come in and it smells so good, and the kids are so much more focused. We can get so much more done on a Thursday afternoon than we can in any other time of the week. She goes, so I've been starting to lean on doing my heavier, more in-depth lessons on Thursday afternoons.
I hope you heard what Sarah just said. That is liquid gold for any teacher, any parent of a teacher. Like, please share that information. But okay, I agree with you. I wish I had Thinker when I was working in the classroom. I wish I did because I would be the walking diffuser. Oils were not allowed. Well, they can't tell me what I'd put or not put on my body. So I would be the walking diffuser. And I kid you not, it worked every time for how I needed it to work. And mostly it was more of that calm presence, being here, not there, right?
Mm-hmm.
All the time. So, yes, 100%. But now we have the option of thinker. We've had the option of thinker for a while now. But in the classroom, can I tell you how divine this would smell? Especially middle
Oh,
school.
good.
Oh my gosh. Hormones, BO, craziness to mask that and have more clarity and focus in the classroom. Yes, 10 out of 10. So, hyperactivity in the book, the Essential Life book, it's talking about how ADD, ADHD, it's stating, you can use this on your forehead, along your spine, the back of your neck, the bottoms of your feet. That's what this book is claiming. This supports. I'm just telling you, you get to try it and put it into practice and see how it works for you or your children. This is part of the kids kit for a reason. It's already pre-diluted, so you can safely apply it to littles without any of the guesswork. doTERRA knew, like, let's make it simple for the parents. Yes. Sarah's shaking her head for those that
Like,
are on YouTube right now. Like,
guys,
you can
like
speak on
this is
this.
such a good oil. Like, okay, it talks about for like clarity, mental clarity, focus, concentration, these types of things. Like, as an adult, does your mind wander sometimes? Like, do you have a hard time focusing? I was just literally talking to Vicky before we pressed record about the things I've been working on in the background. Like, I've did this, I've done this. But guess what? Like, I need mental focus and clarity. And if I don't have that mental clarity and focus, I can't do all the things that I do. I can't create all
Yeah.
these
Your
amazing
squirrels
things.
are everywhere.
My squirrels, my like little red ball, like
Yeah.
everything is just like it's my ducks are not in a row, they're quacking and I can't figure out who's quacking the loudest, you know? Like
Yes. Uh-huh.
I need this for me. And then the other thing it talked about in the book was over and underactive brain activity. And like, okay, how many of you have brain chatter? Like brain chatter. Over like my brain gets a little chattery. Like and it goes a million miles an hour in a million different directions. And I can cover five topics in 35 seconds and people get whiplash, right? Vicky's laughing because she knows how true it is because how many times have
Yeah.
we gone to start a podcast? I'm like, oh yeah, just one more thing. And she
Say-
laughs at me because I sit here and I'm like, let me tell you one more thing. And I go through three or four subjects in that one more thing. And she's dying. She's lost it. She can't even control herself. I like if you're watching this video right now, you are seeing her like melt down laughing because she knows how true this is. Like
Yeah.
I am not making this up. I
No.
am not making this up. I this is like I need this oil as an adult probably more than my kiddos need it anymore. But like, yes, I
I
need this.
just, this is on my desk for a reason, guys. We, and I don't know, maybe it's just the human beings we are. I have to have this. I have to have this support. And I'm thinking to myself, I wish I just had this. I had someone on my personal podcast just now, and I forgot to use Thinker. I anchored into Rose, but my squirrels, what Sarah was saying, it happens, and that's okay. You're not broken. Nothing needs to be fixed. But when you want to corral them, when you want to have more clarity and that calm brain so you can focus on one step at a time. Friends, do yourself a favor and make it easy. Yes, I got cherry red just now because everything Sarah said, it was absolutely on point, and I love her for who she is. But you're right. So think of this support on younger you, on the children that could utilize this tool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I love it. I think I need to use it. I need to utilize it more. I do utilize Intune a little bit. But I love the smell of this one so much better than
Oh,
Intune.
me
Intune
too.
is so much like heavier smelling and this
Hmm.
is so much lighter and brighter. But it talks about the overwhelmed, apathetic, checked out afternoon slump. Have you guys ever done this? Have you been apathetic? Have you been checked out? Have you ever had that afternoon slump where you're like, okay, I just need to
Yesterday.
focus?
Pick a day. I'm sure that was true.
Like,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I mean, and
Mm-hmm.
I've shared this on previous podcasts when I was first when we, going through my move and stuff over the last, a couple months ago. I checked out mentally, and I'm like, man, I should have reached for this a heck of a lot sooner than I did.
Mm-hmm.
And this probably would have helped me not create a whole like sim farm experience. And I probably would have gotten all the things that I've accomplished in the last few days done probably a heck of a lot sooner than I did, right? Like, and I do agree that there's always perfect timing, but my perfect timing could have happened a little bit faster if my brain had been in there.
You would have liked it too. You're here now. I do agree. The feeling stressed out and ungrounded. That's what this book is saying. I love how they use the word ungrounded. Makes sense to me. We are anchoring with vetiver and peppermint. And we've talked about this, peppermint has a place, a powerful place. Do not use it as a crutch, though. Do not use it so you don't do the work. But the the fact that we have the two playing together in this blend, I think is genius. Absolutely genius. It's talking about nervousness, anxiousness, moodiness. Okay, we're human living this human experience. Of course, we're going to have these emotions. We're emotional beings. So, anchoring into this, applying under your nose, which I do. I don't know about you. I do. I'll dab my nose. I'll put it on the sides of my neck. I'll put it, on my where my necklace is hanging, on my wrists. I don't feel uncomfortable because, okay, be honest with you, smell is very important to me. I think a lot of people smell's important. I wouldn't have been the woman to put in tune on and then like get in my car and go to the grocery store, but I will put thinker in on anytime, anywhere because I don't feel like I would ever offend somebody's nose.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yep.
reach for it way more than I do in tune. Not to say in tune isn't great, it is. But for me, and I could speak for Sarah, like we just reach for this a lot easier. Uh, and it's interesting. Okay. This book's talking about seizures. Did
I saw
you?
that. Did you see that?
Yeah, I was like, wait, what?
I was like,
Where
I
was
actually
this in Vicky's brain?
10 seconds ago, I think I saw it. So if
That's it.
somebody goes back on YouTube and probably sees my eyeballs, like
Wait,
I like sat back, I looked down, I was
uh-huh.
like, wait, did I let me like double take on that. What? Under
Yeah.
the nose, on the forehead, along the spine, and the back of the neck and bottoms of the feet. So if this is something that maybe you or a family member or loved one struggles with, um, gosh, I had a brother-in-law who used to have seizures. He actually passed away from a complication of a seizure. So I really wish, we had this
Mhm.
25-ish years ago when he was alive. This might have been very helpful for him. So, um, what is the worst case scenario? You try it, it doesn't work for your loved one. Oh, well, okay, like it's
Yeah.
better than living with the complications that can come from seizures. So,
Hmm.
just gonna say that.
Yeah. Just like you, I was like, wait, what? Did I read that right? Like I had to look at it 3 times to really understand what my brain
Yeah.
was reading.
Yeah. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one that like did the
No.
double take because like I was like I'm sure somebody one of our like really good acute listeners and one of our like really good people who likes to watch us on YouTube is probably going to like make a comment. Oh, I saw that. I rewound and I saw that. Like you'll see the moment where I'm like, wait, I sat back and I was
Seriously.
like, wait, I've got to read that. Am I reading
So
that right?
yeah, again, I love that we hold space for this. I love that we're creating this podcast because it's not just the listeners learning, it's us relearning and educating ourselves. It's a win-win all around. So that was definitely a win for me, and I know it was for you. I want to pivot to the emotions. Okay. Thinker is the essential oil of focus. Huh, go figure, right? Thinker helps individuals focus amidst a world full of distractions and competing priorities. I mean, already I know that this hit home. These days, it seems everything is competing for an individual's finite time, attention, and energy. So true. Okay. It's all too easy to become overstimulated and struggle to pay attention to an intimate task as the mind is bombarded with information coming from more directions and in more, uh, what is that? More, what is that word?
I don't know
Disciple?
where you're.
Is that a
So,
typo? I, okay, anyways, I digress. Thinker is a blend that can help promote calm and focus, and it will help the mind respond to the task at hand. Just those words. It helps the mind respond to the task at hand. Again, the squirrels are real. In my world, almost every single day, I love that this aids me. And this truly, and I'm being honest, I'm not joking, this has been a powerful aid for when I really need to anchor in and do the work in the time frame I give myself. Not the 2 hours it could take because my squirrels are everywhere, but more in like that 45-minute time frame. It really helps me anchor into this. There's less distraction. I'm not as overstimulated. Sarah, what are your thoughts on this?
well, I saw where you were at because I was like, where is she? Where is she reading? I'm like, I was not, I guess I need to think her a little bit more, right, in that moment. And it talks about where it said like where you get bombarded with information from different directions, and then it says in more decibels. So like it gets louder and
Thank you.
louder, right? And so I was thinking about that. I was just like, what are all of the distractions in our lives and what is so loud? Like our world is loud, like really loud
Very
when you think about it. There's so much attention, things that grab us, like distractions are all around us. And like I'm always like I heard a talk a long time ago called Good, Better, Best. And like I feel like that is something we get bombarded with so much. We have to discern what is the good things that are what's better for us to be doing and what's the best thing we could be doing. Because I don't think any of us seek out in a day to do bad things, right? Like nobody's like sitting there I mean, maybe you get distracted by bad things. I shouldn't say nobody, but like you're not trying to necessarily seek those things out in your day. Most of the time, people get caught up with what is the good. I'm doing something good, but is there a better choice? And what is actually the best choice of what I should be doing with my time, right? Like, and so I think using Thinker to focus helps us to kind of like clear out the good, the better, and like just go for the best. Go for the absolute what is the best thing I can be doing at this moment to have my time be the most utilized, most efficiently, and it's going to work for the goals that I have in my life. So I love this that it and it also talks about helping individuals, learn to tell the difference between knowledge that builds them up and knowledge that actually is tearing them from um other people, tearing down, in other words, how to recognize when um which imparts energy to revitalize the soul and that which steals away precious energy resources. And I like that. Like I love this idea that it's going to help us to see if is there people that we need to spend some less time with that kind of pull our just
1000%. 1000. I didn't mean to interject, but I am a firm believer. I am a firm believer that there is people and places that will just suck the life out of you and be a massive distraction, or those people that will fill that cup and light your soul and help you move forward. Absolutely. Energy to revitalize the soul. Sign me up for that.
right,
Tenfold. Mm-hmm.
right. And this modern world that we live in, this is a remedy for it. This is kind of a remedy for the modern world that we live in with all of the crazy and the distractions. This is going to be the one that's going to really help you. It encourages individuals to not be misled, distracted, or overpowered by the cacophony around them, and instead Thinker instructs individuals to take on responsibility for choosing how to spend each moment and asking them to reprioritize their lives in order to focus on what matters most. That's basically what I was just saying about like the good, better, best. Like, we need to focus on what is the most important thing in our lives and not just the here and now. And like, because I can get distracted by the here and now very easily. I'm like, oh, Audible's having a sale right now. I could go and buy a whole bunch of my favorite Audible authors and like get a whole bunch of Audible books. And I'm going to be listening to those while I work out. So that's good, right? But like, really, what could I be doing better with my time than listening to books I could be doing, focusing on other things or developing better relationships with my family or friends or whatever. Instead of like listening to books all the time, I could be like talking on the phone and actually interacting with real people that I need to like focus on, right? So like
Yeah.
there's always these things that we can be like listening to a book is not a bad thing, right?
No.
Again, we come back to that idea. Some things are just good, but what could be even better and the best choice for us? And this is going to help us to kind of disseminate and figure out exactly what those things are.
Yeah. Yes. I am so happy we're having this conversation today. Like, I really feel it hits home for us particularly, and I know for other listeners, there's some nuggets of gold in it. I guess I'm honestly underutilizing its beauty.
Me too. Me
I
too.
so that's what I'm hearing. When you were talking, I was like, wow, how do we get this in a 40 milliliter pump bottle? Like, how do we get this into, how do I make it into a diffuser blend right on the go? This is so good, but I am underutilizing it. So rather than feeling distracted, overstimulated, unfocused, you can tap into being more engaged in the proper way with the proper people that are going to help you move forward. You get to have more clarity in mind. You get to be more clear. And if you anchor into thinker, then this will help you get there.
Yeah,
That's what I heard. I love this
that
so
is.
much. My scoop of the day, because we're just gonna go right into it. My scoop of the day is to buy it. If you do not have it, please buy it. If you do not have an account, anchor into Sarah or my link that's down below in the show notes and get yourself the bottle for 25% off. Connect with the person that introduced you to doTERRA oils. Like, we're all family here. Like, we just want to share the knowledge and wisdom that these gifts of the earth have given us. So now that you know, you can unknow. You get to relearn, just like Sarah and I, apparently, because we just relearned a whole bunch that our brains forgot. But tap into it. So my scoop of the day is to seriously buy it so you have it in your arsenal. What's your scoop,
Yeah.
friend?
I'm thinking you pull the cap off and you put it straight into your diffuser. Like I'm thinking this needs to be in your diffuser. Maybe even putting a drop of lemon in with it, a couple drops of lemon,
Mm,
and to put that in for your homework blend. Put maybe a couple drops, maybe a drop or two of rosemary as well. Like having
mm,
that with there and having this in with your homework blend, I
mhm.
think is a great solution for you to diffuse during homework time.
You said homework. Okay, sorry. One other scoop. I'm going to pull a Sarah. I get to call it that, huh? That's a good one. I'm pulling a Sarah. Okay, back to school. If you haven't done it already and you like gifting teachers a back to school gift, y'all, seriously, if I was still in the classroom, sign me up. This would be a
Hmm.
phenomenal gift. Because guess what? Even if essential oils aren't allowed, and yes, I'm showing hands here and eyes, doesn't mean you can't apply it and be the walking diffuser. Because they cannot tell you what you can and can't wear on you as far as aroma goes. Just say. So you're welcome. Love you.
Thanks for tuning in, and we hope you enjoyed today's episode and are feeling inspired to dive in even deeper into the world of essential oils. Want exclusive offers, content, and recipes? Click on the newsletter link in the show notes today. Looking for even more wellness inspiration? Dive into our previous episodes and stay in the loop by following us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at the Essential Oil Scoop podcast. Thanks for being a part of our essential oil family. And remember, hit the subscribe button to be notified every time we upload a brand new episode.